Konnichiwa minasan, this is Isaac here and welcome back to Isaac Reviews 2023. Ever since his debut in the 1950s from Japanese film studio Toho, Godzilla has become one of the most famous fictional monsters out there. With his incredible strength and destructive nature, he's had dozens of movies made with him both in his home country as well as here in the US. But while the MonsterVerse may be one of Godzilla's more notable franchises to come out recently, Toho released a new movie featuring the king of the monsters, that being Godzilla -1. Now, I had seen next to no promotional material for it leading up to its release, and that was intentional, because I wanted to go into this movie completely blind so that I could be all the more surprised by the end product. I remember my sister's boyfriend implemented a similar strategy with No Way Home, so I figured, why not do it for Godzilla -1? And after watching it, I'd say that was a good call on my part because wow is this movie incredible. It's set in Japan after World War II, where Shikishima, a surviving kamikaze pilot, is attacked on Odo Island along with a few warplane engineers by a gargantuan monster. After the engineers die due to Shikishima failing to distract the monster, an overwhelming amount of guilt weighs upon him, especially after a homeless woman named Noriko and a baby named Akiko move into his home when he returns. So now on a mission of vengeance, he teams up with a group of veterans to finally take down the monster known as Godzilla. Although I'd assume most people would probably want to watch this movie to see Godzilla leveling Japanese cities and attacking innocent people, that still happens here, and it is awesome. But the human characters that we spend the bulk of the movie with are still very well written and interesting, and the actors do a fantastic job portraying them. It's a masterclass in showcasing post-war trauma and survivor's guilt, especially with the development of the main character, Shikishima. It makes for some powerful emotional scenes as he comes to terms with his trauma embodied in Godzilla, and Ryunosuke Kamiki's performance really sells just how tragic his character is. Speaking of his trauma, let's talk about Godzilla himself, because he really embodies a classic movie monster. He's imposing, menacing, and absolutely ruthless, obliterating everything and everyone in his path with hardly any way to stop him. He's a force to be reckoned with to be sure, and whenever he's on screen, that fact is made abundantly clear. The directing and pacing are on point, containing elements of horror, thriller, and disaster films all at the same time. The destruction we're shown is absolutely cataclysmic, which is made all the better by the incredible visual effects work. Maybe one or two shots looked a bit off, but otherwise it goes to show that not all modern blockbusters need copious amounts of CGI to still look great, and this is greatly helped by the excellent score, tremendous sound design, and sets that really nail the post-World War II setting. Plus, it actually has some interesting meta-commentary on how governments are ineffective at protecting their people, that people need to band together against oppressive forces, and that America is capable of creating or contributing to massive messes that we refuse to fix. Seems pretty deep for a movie that on the surface is just giant lizard monster attacks Japan, but it provided some great commentary that makes the experience more thought-provoking, especially given some recent events. Honestly, I don't have a whole lot else to say about Godzilla -1. It's just a great movie. It's got some exciting action, amazing visuals, and strong tension, but it's also masterfully written, directed, and paced with in-depth and emotional character studies and deep themes about oppression and government inaction in the wake of tragedies. If you like monster movies, action thrillers, or just want something good to watch on the big screen, this is an easy must-watch. I know this review wasn't necessarily all that deep or thought out, but I just thought the movie was really good. Good enough for a 10 out of 10 in fact, so that's gotta be worth something, right? Next time, I'll be reviewing another movie from Japan, The Boy and the Heron. I gotta try and watch some more Studio Ghibli films myself, but this one certainly looks fantastic, and I'm sure it'll be worth all the hype it's been getting. Anyways, thanks for watching this episode of Isaac Reviews 2023, subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!